Happy weekend. Yes, it's Friday going into Saturday, and I wanted to come in here to you to talk about the challenge. I'm coming in here with a mindset challenge every day. I didn't do the move of the day today, but I do plan on doing it in the morning, so definitely look out for that. But yesterday, our challenge was to pick one thing that we've been putting off. And for me, it's like reorganizing and like decluttering my office. So my desk has like a little bit more papers on it than I want. So I'm gonna like start tackling that this weekend. And we have a lot of books in our bookshelf that I'm looking at, and we don't need all of them. So that's one thing I'm gonna do, because there's been things in each of our lives that we've been putting off. We know we just need to do it. And I know with having a clearer desk, and just less clutter in my life, I'll be good. So I decided to do this in my office so I could just remind myself, like, yeah, I need to get it done. So that was day 2. Today is now day 3 of the challenge, and I want to share with you a Jedi mind trick, right? That you can use when making an important decision or when you get emotional. So, University of Michigan did a study and found that when you're helping a friend get through a situation and providing advice, you're more objective and less emotional. Because when we're going through something, it's kind of like our emotions all into it. We thinking about other things that are probably associated with that person and not sticking to the facts. So this is where we need to be thinking about in the third person and make a decision in the third person. For example, there's some situations that we could be emotional about when it comes to like promotion, changing our career, breaking up with someone, stuff like that. And we may be concerned what the other person will think. Granted, we're human. We're going to think about what the other person may think. But we must stop ourselves from getting so emotional when it comes to certain decisions and think about like what your mentor, your bestie would do. Like Oprah. Sometimes we think, what would Oprah do? What would Jesus do? So even like LeBron James, I know it's like NBA final season. LeBron James talked about himself in the third person. And he thought of this when he exemplified the power of objectivity when it came time for him to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was getting interviewed, and there was a question of like, why are you leaving, or what are you doing? And basically Cleveland was his home, and he went to Miami. And he said LeBron James has to do what LeBron James was best for LeBron James. So LeBron James had to do what's best for LeBron James. That was coming from him, talking in the third person. So of course people had jokes. Like if I'm like, Crystal has to do what Crystal has to do. I mean, it doesn't sound that bad now that I'm saying it, but you get what I mean. So it helps to think in the third person and you're thinking more objective with less emotions, because you're bound to make a better decision opposed to being wrapped up in everything. Because when it comes to you being that smack in the middle of things, sometimes it's like you're thinking about too much other things associated with that person, that situation. So just try to think more objectively, think in that third person, and see what changes can happen. And I want you to try that when it comes to making a decision tomorrow. Yes. And report back here. I see several of you are here, so send me a name. So definitely come back here and say how it went. Say it went good, or it was hard, or it's easy, or just share, because it helps for us to like learn from one another's and see what worked, see what didn't, and let's just grow together, because collaboration is so much better than competition. All right, remember that. I think in one of my posts when I was talking about STEM, was it Michelle? It was somebody that mentioned that's what they learned from their parents. So I definitely am learning from all of you while I'm sharing. So that is the challenge of the day. Power of objectivity. Take the emotions out of it and just make sound decisions, make wise decisions, okay? I look forward to hearing from you. Remember, this is what I want you to focus on for the next day, and tomorrow I'll come back with the next challenge, as well as the move of the day and some other good stuff, I'm sharing because I care. And that's all, folks. I'll talk to you later. Bye.